There's a feeling I hear about all the time from people over 80. Maybe you felt it too. It's that moment when you wake up in the morning and instead of jumping out of bed like you used to, you feel a little heavier, a little slower, like your body just isn't keeping up with how young you still feel inside. Sound familiar? Well, what if I told you that feeling doesn't have to be your new normal? That, in fact, you could wake up with the energy and vitality of someone decades younger just by adding a few simple 5-minute habits into your day? It's true. And the best part? These aren't complicated routines or expensive treatments. They're small, everyday choices that add up to big changes in how you feel. Now, I know some people might say, at my age, isn't it too late to make a difference? Absolutely not. Science shows that our bodies are incredibly responsive at any age. They just need the right signals. And that's what these habits are all about. They're gentle nudges to your system, reminding it how good it can feel to be alive, energized, and full of life. So, if you're ready to reclaim that spring in your step, to feel like 50 again, no matter what age you are, then let's dive in. The first habit is all about how you start your morning. Now, I know a lot of us love our routines. Maybe you reach for a cup of coffee first thing, or you check the news, or maybe you just take your time getting moving. But here's something surprising. What you do in those first few minutes after waking up can set the tone for your entire day. And one of the most powerful things you can do? Drink a glass of water. Sounds too simple, right? But think about it. You've just gone hours without any water, and your body is naturally dehydrated when you wake up. That dehydration can make you feel sluggish, foggy, even achy. But when you give your body the water it's craving, you're giving your brain and muscles the fuel they need to wake up properly. Try this. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bed, and before you do anything else, before coffee, before breakfast, take slow, mindful sips. Just 5 minutes of this can make a world of difference in how alert and energized you feel. Now let's talk about the second habit, moving your body gently, first thing in the morning. I'm not talking about running a marathon or doing intense workouts. This is about waking up your muscles, getting your blood flowing, and reminding your body that it's capable of movement. You could try a few gentle stretches right there in bed. Reach your arms overhead, point and flex your feet, roll your shoulders. Or maybe you take a short, slow walk around your home or backyard. The key is to move in a way that feels good, not forced. When you do this for just 5 minutes, you're telling your body, hey, we're alive and we're ready for the day. And here's something interesting. Movement doesn't just wake up your body, it wakes up your mind too. Studies show that even light physical activity in the morning can improve mood, focus, and even memory. So if you've been feeling a little forgetful lately, this could be a game changer. And here's the third habit, breathing deeply. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I breathe all day, every day. But most of us don't breathe deeply enough, especially as we get older. Shallow breathing can leave us feeling tired and tense without us even realizing it. So take just a few minutes to sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine you're filling your lungs all the way up, then letting the air out like a gentle sigh. This isn't just relaxing. It actually sends more oxygen to your brain and muscles, boosting your energy naturally. You might even pair this with a simple gratitude practice. As you breathe, think of one thing you're grateful for. The sunshine, a loved one, even just the fact that you're here. Taking steps to feel better. Gratitude and deep breathing together? That's a powerful combo for starting your day right. Now, these might seem like small things, drinking water, moving gently, breathing deeply. But when you do them consistently, they add up. And the best part? They take almost no time at all. Just 5 minutes here and there, and suddenly you're feeling more like yourself again. So let's keep going. because there are a few more habits that can make all the difference in how young and vibrant you feel every single day. Before we proceed, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly refreshed? Not just okay, but really genuinely energized. For many of us past 80, that might feel like a distant memory. But here's the wonderful truth. Your body still remembers how to feel that way. It's just been waiting for you to give it the right signals through simple, consistent habits. I want to share a little secret with you about aging that most people don't talk about. While it's true our bodies change as we get older, much of what we think of as inevitable decline is actually just accumulated habits, some conscious, many unconscious, that have slowly drained our energy over time. The good news? That means we can reverse much of it by changing those habits. Not through drastic measures, but through these gentle 5-minute daily practices we're discussing. Now, you might be thinking, but I've tried things before, and they didn't work. I understand that frustration completely. What makes these habits different is that they work with your body's natural rhythms rather than against them. They're based on 3 fundamental principles of human physiology that remain true at any age. Hydration fuels cellular function, movement stimulates circulation, and deep breathing oxygenates your entire system. Let's take that morning glass of water, for example. Did you know that by age 80, our bodies are about 10% less hydrated on average than they were at 50, even if we drink the same amount? That's because our cells become less efficient at retaining water as we age. But when we consciously hydrate first thing in the morning, we're giving our cells the jump start they desperately need. It's like watering a plant that's been sitting in dry soil overnight. The gentle movement is equally important. Research shows that just 5 minutes of light stretching or walking can increase blood flow to the brain by up to 15%. That means clearer thinking, better memory, and more stable moods throughout the day. And for those with joint concerns, this isn't about pushing through pain. It's about finding movements that feel good and help lubricate those joints naturally. The breathing practice might be the most surprising of all. A study from Harvard Medical School found that seniors who practiced deep breathing for just 5 minutes daily showed measurable improvements in lung capacity within weeks, comparable to someone 5 to 10 years younger. That's the power of working with your body's natural systems. What's beautiful about these habits is how they complement each other. The water prepares your cells, the movement gets everything flowing, and the breathing maximizes oxygen delivery. Together, they create what I like to call the triple wake-up call for your body. Gentle, but effective signals that say, it's time to feel alive today. Now, I know change can feel daunting, especially when energy is low. That's why I recommend what I call the 3-day experiment. Try just one of these habits for 3 consecutive days. Notice how you feel, then add another. Before you know it, you'll have created a morning routine that leaves you feeling refreshed rather than drained. Let me share a story about my neighbor, Walter. At 84, he'd resigned himself to living in what he called slow motion. His days were measured in naps, not activities. Then, he discovered these simple morning habits. Within months, he was taking photography classes at the community center and planning a cross-country train trip with his grandson. That's the revelation waiting for you too. Not a fountain of youth, but something better. The rediscovery that your body at any age is still capable of remarkable vitality when given what it truly needs. And what it needs isn't complicated or expensive, just consistent and kind. As we continue, we'll explore more of these powerful yet simple habits. Each one builds on what we've covered, creating a complete approach to daily energy and well-being. But already, with just these first 3 practices, you're laying the foundation for feeling more vibrant, more alive, and more like yourself than you have in years. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please take a moment to do so and like our content. Let me share something that might surprise you. Scientists studying longevity have discovered that our cells have an incredible ability to regenerate at any age. The secret isn't in some miracle drug or extreme regimen. It's in these small, consistent daily habits that send powerful signals to your body that it's time to thrive. That's why these 5-minute practices we're discussing are so transformative. They're like whispering to every cell in your body, "Wake up! It's time to feel alive again." I want you to picture something for a moment. Imagine your energy levels as a bank account. Every day, certain withdrawals happen naturally. That's just part of life. But over the years, many of us forgot to make regular deposits. These habits we're talking about, they're like making daily deposits into your energy bank. Small amounts, yes, but with compound interest that grows over time. Before you know it, you've built up quite the reserve of vitality. Now, let's talk about why morning is the perfect time for these habits. Your body has just gone through its natural repair cycle during sleep. Those first waking moments are when your systems are most receptive to positive input. It's like catching the tide just as it's coming in. You get maximum benefit with minimum effort. That's the beauty of working with your body's natural rhythms rather than against them. Take the breathing practice, for example. When you start your day with deep, intentional breaths, you're doing 3 remarkable things at once. First, you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your body it's safe to relax and heal. Second, you're increasing oxygen to your brain, sharpening your mental clarity. Third, you're gently massaging your internal organs through the movement of your diaphragm. All this from simply breathing with awareness. And here's something fascinating about the water habit. Researchers at the University of Connecticut found that even mild dehydration in older adults can cause fatigue, confusion, and mood changes that are often mistaken for normal aging. But when study participants began their day with proper hydration, they showed cognitive test scores comparable to much younger individuals. That glass of water isn't just quenching thirst, it's protecting your mind. The movement component is equally profound. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology showed that seniors who engaged in just 5 minutes of gentle morning movement experienced 30% less joint stiffness throughout the day. But perhaps more importantly, they reported feeling more capable and confident in their bodies. That "I can do this" feeling that makes all the difference in staying active and independent. What I love most about these habits is how they create a positive cascade effect. When you start your day feeling hydrated, limber, and oxygenated, you naturally make better choices all day long. You might find yourself reaching for healthier foods, feeling more inclined to take that afternoon walk, or having the energy to call an old friend. Good habits breed more good habits. It's the upward spiral of well-being. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but my mornings are already so busy. Here's the liberating truth. These habits can replace less productive morning routines. That time you spend staring at the TV or scrolling through worrying news, convert just a portion of that to these revitalizing practices. You're not adding to your day, you're upgrading it. Aging isn't about loss, it's about change. And change can be directed. These practices are your gentle way of steering that change toward more energy, more joy, and more of what makes life worth living. You're not turning back time. You're reclaiming the vitality that's always been your birthright. The journey to feeling like 50 again starts with these small but mighty steps. And remember, every vibrant 80-year-old you've ever admired didn't get there by accident. They found their version of these daily habits. Now it's your turn to discover yours. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and inspiration on living your best life at any age.